Good evening, everyone. My name is Joab. How y'all doing today? So it is January 22nd, around 7 p.m. And Buddy finally showed up, so everyone's here. So we're going to hop in the truck and we're going to head down to Louisiana to drop it off for a friend. And so, yeah, wish me luck and safe travels. Morning, everyone. It is day 2 of our trip. It is currently 8 o'clock in the morning. Left Osceola, Missouri at 7 o'clock at night, roughly 7:30. And for the most part, we powered through the night. Went through Arkansas. Then, for some reason, Google took us down to Mississippi, and we are just finally in Louisiana now. We actually just got in Louisiana around 6 o'clock in the morning, but we couldn't go any further, so we stopped at a little visitor center parking lot to shut our eyes for a little over an hour before we finally hit the final stretch. So we should be down at the Gulf of Mexico here in a couple of hours. So last night's drive was interesting, going through Arkansas, it wasn't northern Arkansas, switchback, Ozark Mountain like you'd expect. As soon as we got down to southern Arkansas, it just flattened out like a pancake. I mean, I didn't think Arkansas was like that at all. And when GPS finally took us into Mississippi, it took us into no man's land. It was like there was nothing around. You're just on the other side of the road, just dark. We didn't know if it was grain fields or swampland or what, but that went on for over an hour driving through that kind of stuff. Thank God we didn't break back down. And so now we're finally down in Louisiana. I guess maybe just because we're on the eastern side, but there's actually some terrain. There's some hills, and there's try to get turned around here. Terrain, a bunch of pine trees. So not exactly what I expected for Louisiana, but we're both taking it in for the first time. Just wish it was a bright sunny day to do it. Once we finally got through the northern section of Louisiana, we left the gradual hills and pine forests of northern section, and eventually we started heading further south closer to the coast, so we got into the bayou that Louisiana is famous for. Here's a canal that goes along the edge of the highway. It's just a bunch of like marshy stuff, brush, grass, some cypress trees, and some palm type trees. There were a lot of houses there along the bayou that did not have roads or driveways to get to them. There were no cars around. You just simply had to get to where you live by boat. So that is definitely an interesting way of living.
Long way across over that way.
It's not the ocean, but we're getting pretty close. Mississippi River down here in Louisiana. Can't tell you the last time I actually saw barges on one of the big rivers. Ooh, Nelly. A little bit of traffic going on.
Those are tenders for oil field.
Well, we finally made it down here to the boat docks at Port Fourchon. A lot of big vessels out here. Took us a little longer than we thought it would. Once we finally got south New Orleans, it just went from express highway down to just 2-lane road, 55 mile an hour the whole trip down there. But it's been a beautiful drive, so we're going to load up in the chase car and we're going to go try to see if we can catch some fish. It's raining, but if that starts letting up, we'll go fishing. So wish us luck. Alright, so for just a little update on the trip, it is currently 4:35. We are no longer down by the Gulf. We're in Lafayette, Louisiana now. Unfortunately, we didn't do any fishing. It's just, by the time we ate lunch and just rested for a little bit, we would have had hardly any time, and it's been raining on and off the entire day, so it just would have been a very fun first experience. We decided we'd just come down another time, and just dedicate it as a fishing trip. So now, like I said, we're in Lafayette, we're heading north, and soon we're going to be going through Arkansas and heading back home to Missouri. And I am a little bummed out we didn't get to go fishing, but it doesn't break my heart because it's not that far of a drive, in all honesty. 13, 14 hours. I know I'll be doing it again in my near future. So that's all for now. Well, good morning, everyone. Well, as you can see, we finally made it back home last night. Finally got home around 4 o'clock in the morning, thereabouts, and I immediately went to bed. And I just woke up a few minutes ago, around 11:30. Oh, it's 11:45 now, so I got a good, long, well-deserved rest after, basically eating up for the most part. I think roughly 36 hours. But anyway. The drive was uneventful. Thank God, nothing happened, bad or anyway. And I didn't really get much footage on the drive back home because it got dark fairly soon, and I did a good part of the driving myself. Me and my brother are the only two that drove. So anyway, I'm sorry to say that I didn't get a whole lot, but that's that. And plan on going back down there here this spring. Didn't actually go down there and make a fishing trip all dedicated, just to fishing. Instead of being over in eastern portion of Louisiana, be over on the west portion near the Texas border and Holly Beach and whatnot. So if you ever get a chance to go down and visit Louisiana, it's a cool state. The food was pretty good. Unfortunately, we stopped at one Cajun restaurant to eat for lunch yesterday, and I completely forgot to ask about it, but I ordered this special crab lunch, and after I remembered, I asked the waitress, did you cook this with shrimp oil? Did you cook this alongside with shrimp? And she said, yeah, all our seafood are cooked together. So I had to skip out on some nice Louisiana crab and just had to eat chicken. But anyway, that's here or there, there's always next go around. So yeah, be sure to check out Louisiana, cool state. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I just next time I'm going down, I'm definitely just gonna get up early in the morning and drive in the daylight versus leaving at 7 o'clock at night and just trying to power through everything. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and always remember to have a blessed day.